Then after that we continue, please.
Highland forests and wetlands that give rise to a multitude of rivers and streams. Of these rivers that flow and the environmental challenges they face. Ngong River is reputed to be Kenya's most polluted river. It rises from a spring near Ngong Road, confluence outside Kibera informal settlements, and flow into the Kibera Valley, a recreational spot in the post-colonial decades. Ngong River
week 5, this week 6, we started week 6.
Habari mkubwa. Halo. Mheshimiwa. Habari yako? Karibuni sana. Now, the Nairobi City County is an important county because it's also the capital city of Kenya. And there is a mandatory relationship between the national government and the Nairobi city by virtue of it being the capital of Kenya.
And human pollution choke the river. The industrial area, Kenya's premier manufacturing hub, is located on the banks of Ngong River, the bulk of the landscape along Ngong River between South B and Outer Ring Road. The industries and informal settlements, Nairobi River and Jiru Town, ending its journey across the city. The story of Mathare River is a story in the central part of the city. Like the case of the other rivers in the Nairobi north side and acts as a source of water. The river pours out of Kabete Dam and the river. As the deep, wide valley changes from a tree-filled, the river faces significant pollution in this section. Untreated sewage and human waste is dumped into the river, which provides an easy discharge route in a place devoid of planned infrastructure.
Halfway, in different estates, in different parts of the city, we also need to pick that in your constituencies. I think that is important to involve the leadership of the city of Nairobi in this in the river project and program.
Thank you. 1 year, I've been planning and wishing to meet you so that we video on how the rivers are. Then after that we continue, please.
Highland forests and wetlands that give rise to a multitude of rivers and streams. Of these rivers that flow and the environmental challenges they face. Ngong River is reputed to be Kenya's most polluted river. It rises from a spring near Ngong Road, confluence outside Kibera informal settlements, and flow into the Kibera Valley, a recreational spot in the post-colonial decades. Ngong River
week 5, this week 6, we started week 6.
Giving me a very strong team
that
is prepared to work, and we promise you that we are going to the river resorts. Use and the NYS on what exactly is supposed to be achieved. And this is actually as we had projected, and we have successfully done very well. that are involved in this. We have tried to summarize the diesel that we have used because this is what is supporting because of the tippers. We had projected this, we had foreseen this, And therefore, this, we had expected to work within the 84 kilometers. They were actually declining to come. Week 1 of cohort 2, we have done sewer line and clogging about 44 kilometers. Sewer line repairs, where we were having the numbers increasing. As you can see, out of the expected 8,800. Then week 1, we are in week 2 of cohort 1, which started, and you can see the number 1,000. Then there was amendment of communication because we had to sell out what we are doing. So we spent some money. We also needed some tools, the rigs, wheelbarrows, and all that.
That's okay.
They went for us free. They don't charge. But anytime there are some small...
you have to repair.
Is a summary of what we expect. There's the trunk sewer, the works that will be done.
Issues concerning the city of Nairobi are important, not just to the people of the city of Nairobi, but also to the government of Kenya, because this is the face of Kenya. Many people who visit Kenya, the first port of call is the city of Nairobi. And therefore, it is important for us to project the image of the country positively, and that starts with the image of the city of Nairobi. I have had a conversation with the county government of Nairobi. We've had one previous meeting before. We are yet to have another follow-up meeting to synchronize what the national government and the county government are doing in matters infrastructure and all other related social services for the city of Nairobi. We have a challenge of classrooms in the city of Nairobi. I've discussed with many members of parliament, and they have brought this to my attention. And it is important for us to partner with the leadership of the city of Nairobi, especially members of parliament, on matters education. I committed that we are going to work with the members of parliament to build at least 5,000 new classrooms. That's my target over time. We have made the first 500 million shillings available through the NGCDF to start that process. I would want us to work together to see how we can actualize more classrooms for the children of the city of Nairobi. They are very important to all of us, including to the citizens and residents of the city of Nairobi. When I established the Nairobi Rivers Commission, the intention was to see how we can clear the garbage and clean the Nairobi River in a very sustainable way. I know several attempts have been made before. Michuki tried and did a good job, but we dropped the ball after Michuki. So this time round, we want to do Nairobi River Commission in a different way. We want to clean the Nairobi River in a different way, in what other cities around the world have done. We need the buy-in of the leadership of Nairobi for us to implement that program appropriately, so that all of us can contribute ideas on how we can do this. How we can do this better in a way that resonates with the resident of this city. The most important aspect of this is actually the sewer. We need to contain the sewer that currently is going to the Nairobi River. And it's going to be a trunk of 54 kilometers of sewer that we are going to construct to make sure that all the sewer that is now going into the river, we put it in the sewer line and deliver it in the right place. And then, of course, we are going to do other infrastructure. We are going to widen the river to between 20 and 30 meters in different parts. We're going to put infrastructure around it, non-motorable transport infrastructure around it, and also do some linear markets, along that, so that we can make it better.